things changed completely and really fast. I really believe in the power of manifestation, and I really believed that things could change fast. And I really want this video to be that little spark of encouragement and inspiration for you if you are in a place in your life where you are unhappy or that you feel like you need a big change and you have no idea how this change is gonna happen, because this was me 3 months ago. Hi friends, how's it going? I know it's been a minute. I haven't posted any videos, and this video marks the relaunch of my channel. It's happening, it's official, no more excuses. I am going to be consistent. I'm going to give you guys a lot of art content and some more content that I have planned for you guys. So I really appreciate everyone that has been here with me this whole time, asking for tutorials and asking for videos, and everyone that subscribed in the last 6 months, even though I haven't been posting anything for 6 months, which is a crazy amount of time. So let me tell you everything that's been happening. This is going to be a little bit of an honest life update, and I'm also going to share some amazing insights that I've had in this past 3 to 6 months, and basically this whole time that I haven't been posted, everything that happened and all of that. 3 to 6 months ago, for some reason I was feeling very unmotivated. Like, I was struggling to get out of bed, I was struggling to work, I was really anxious, I was generally unhappy with work, which was really strange because I love this work. I love making art. I love creating content. Now I was, at that time, I was doing that full time. It was very confusing, but I was genuinely unhappy with how things were going, even though this is what I always loved to do. So I was feeling super unmotivated to create art, to promote myself. I didn't feel really comfortable being on camera at that time. It was a strange time all around, but without trying to pinpoint why I was in that state, one thing that I'm really embarrassed to admit, but I have to tell you guys because this is going to be relevant in the end, and I think this is how I noticed the big shift, is that I was feeling so anxious and lost and confused that my comfort guilty pleasure thing was playing phone games, and I got so addicted to this one particular game that I could not work. I had to play that game. It was really strange. I don't really think I have much of an addictive personality, but at that time, I couldn't control not playing that game. One factor that I think is really relevant that maybe put me in that state of mind is that my income from my content and my videos and my art had dropped significantly to the point that I wasn't comfortably being able to support myself the way I was before. And this was extremely stressful. This was really stressful. Okay. Whoever said that money doesn't bring happiness was lying. Okay. We need money to function. It's just a fact. And it was so stressful to feel like I couldn't support myself. I was feeling like such a failure, and this kind of like took over my mind. Okay, so this is what was happening to me, and I was in this rut where I was saying no to friends when they invited me to go out or do something fun, because I felt guilty for going out and doing something fun when I had done no work all day. I would usually say, I can't go because I have to work. And then I would maybe sit down and work for maybe an hour, very distractingly, not focused at all. And then I would again go back to the stupid phone games. So fast forward to right now. I wrote a book, which is absolutely insane, but I did write a book, and this book has been published very recently. I think by the time you're watching this video, this book will be out. It's available for purchase everywhere, and there's a link in the description if you're curious. But this is not the point. The point is, this is a huge accomplishment that I did, and now, today, I'm an author, which is crazy. I also got my absolute dream job, which is also completely insane because I promised myself when I quit my job 7 years ago, and I have a video about that experience, saying that I would never ever again work in an office, and I kind of don't, because I'm working from home. I found a fully remote job that is fun. It's inspiring. I really believe in their mission. This basically completely solved my financial stress. And it's hard to explain, but the dynamics of this job energizes me. And this is the reason why I'm being able to create content again. I feel so energized from this job that I'm being able to create again, which is super counterintuitive. And I know there are probably way more shitty jobs than great jobs out there, but I just want you to know there are good jobs out there. Because when I left my previous job, the one I said I'm never gonna work in an office again, now I know that was a toxic work environment. It was a little bit toxic. Even though at the time I kind of liked it, I was so burned out when it was over. And now my job has such a positive and healthy culture. It kind of makes life better. And I think aside from these two big tangible accomplishments, you know, the book and the job, my life is looking different. I am easily able to wake up early, and I'm excited to wake up early. I'm excited to get out of bed because there are great things waiting for me during my day. I'm feeling way more social, and I don't feel like isolating myself anymore. I feel like interacting with people. I feel like going outside and seeing people. It's very strange. I'm feeling like taking care of myself. I feel like working out and doing a physical activity and going for a walk outside. I'm feeling like eating healthy instead of eating a bunch of carbs and a bunch of fast food. This is unbelievable to me. I thought this would never happen. I thought this was over for me. I am reading again. Reading books. Reading words from a piece of paper and enjoying it. Like, I thought I was gonna be an audiobook person forever because I thought I had no more attention span, and I thought that the only way I could read a book was if I'm cleaning my house and listening to an audiobook. I'm excited to go to bed and read a book calmly. My mind is calm, and this feels joyful and it feels balanced. There's a lot of people ask me, how did you get a publisher? How did you get a book going? This publisher reached out to me. I think they found me either on YouTube or my Skillshare classes. Like, they saw my content out there somewhere and they reached out to me and asked, are you interested in writing a book? We would love to publish your book. And at the time I had no ambition of writing a book. I don't even feel like I'm a good writer. It never occurred to me to write a book. At the same time, this felt like this amazing opportunity. They were great. They guided me through the whole process. They gave me extra time when I needed extra time. They were really nice. It's a small privately owned publishing company that focuses on art content and, you know, photography. They basically publish creative books of all kinds. So I felt like, okay, this can be interesting. Huge challenges. I started writing the book around October, September of last year. And quickly I noticed that the amount of work to write this book and also illustrate, because it's a how to draw book, right? So it needs to have a lot of drawing, a lot of illustrations, a lot of examples and step-by-step processes. And it's a very different process than creating content for a video where you just film in different angles one time. No, with a book, you have to draw each step. So things took so much longer for me to complete. The type of art I do takes a long time just by the nature of it. It's very detailed. I use ink pens, so it's a very slow process, very analogical process. And I quickly realized I would not be able to finish the book on time. In the middle of this process, my dog, which was the light of my life, passed away. He was really old. You guys probably remember him. Sometimes I would sprinkle a little shot of him in my videos, and it was really sad because I was in Brazil spending the holidays with my family and my dog was here in Canada with my partner. I felt like I couldn't even say goodbye to him, and my deadline for the book at the time was like 15 days after this, and I had so much more to do. So I had to ask for 2 extensions on the deadline for the book, and I had to stop everything. This is why initially I stopped posting here on YouTube and I stopped posting on TikTok, because it was just a really charged time with emotions from Odie passing away. Also just massive imposter syndrome. I was really self-critical on myself on this whole time that I was writing the book. And I think my biggest learning from this experience of writing the book is that even though I had a deadline, I had a contract, and this is why I did the things the way I did. You know, I stopped everything else to focus on the book. Now that I have this knowledge, I would have communicated with the publisher that I needed probably like a year, you know, to write the book while not stopping everything else in my life, because I think this was a huge source source of stress. So in summary, the big learning I got from this experience was to prioritize balance. I know that sounds obvious, but I guess it wasn't obvious to me because I didn't prioritize balance. I prioritized the contract. Maybe I was worried about my reputation and how people would see me if I couldn't respect a deadline. And at the end of the day, I paid the price of sacrificing my mental health and my life balance and other aspects of my work and my business in order to protect this reputation a little bit, which now looking back, this seems dumb. I should have communicated with the publisher and said, I need way more time. Like, I cannot finish this on time, you know? And if they wanted to cancel the contract, then so be it. But on a positive note, receiving the book in my hands was a high that I had not experienced before. After you spend so many days and so many hours and months 100% focused on this one project and seeing it completed and how beautiful it is, I am so proud of it. I was really, really proud of this book. Moving on, I want to tell you about the situation with this job, especially because in a way I feel like I owe it to you guys to tell you guys about this job, because I have also made videos in the past where I talk about my income as an artist and how to become a full-time artist and how to become a teacher on Skillshare. And I just want to let you guys know that all of this is still valid. I still have my Skillshare. I'm still working as a teacher. I'm still creating content. I'm coming back. I had a pause, but I'm coming back now. And I think I was really scared that I was gonna lose all of this, all that I worked for once I got this job. But for some reason, I had a little gut feeling, like for the past year, I would say, I've been having this dreams about me working again in an office, and I would feel really good in those dreams. They were positive dreams. They weren't nightmares. They weren't like traumatic dreams of bad memories of when I worked in an office and I hated it. They were positive dreams, and I would wake up thinking, should I apply for a job? It was so strange because it made no sense. This was happening even when I was still creating content and feeling good, and you know, and I would have these dreams once in a while and ask myself, why am I dreaming this again? Waking up happy about it. It was so strange. But now I think this is the learning from this experience. I was having an intuition. I was having a gut feeling that I needed to apply for a job, and nothing happens randomly. Everything happens for a reason. I really, really believe that. You guys have probably heard of Ali Abdaal, the king of productivity, here on YouTube. He's amazing. I love his content. I found out about him about maybe 2 or 3 years ago when I first started as a Skillshare teacher. I wasn't like actively looking for jobs all the time, but I was open for it because I was having these dreams and I was, you know, struggling with money a little bit, and I was looking, but not like actively on a job search every day. I was just, you know, open for it and like looking at opportunities. And one day I was redesigning my website and I went to Ali's website just to see how he does his website for inspiration for my website, which had nothing to do with me looking for a job. And I saw that he had a section for jobs there, and I was like, let me check this out. It was the last day to apply for this job. It's one of those things, like when something is meant to be, it just flows easily. I really believe that when things are good for us and they are the right thing for us, it's easy. It's not a huge effort. It's not a battle. It's not a struggle. And this was such an easy process. I did a group interview. They liked me. They offered me the job. I started working. They increased my hours like in 1 month because they were liking my work. And the team is amazing. It's a remote job, which means I can still work from home. I still can, you know, work on my projects. It's giving me the missing piece that I did not realize I needed, which is there is a big social aspect of this job. I am constantly interacting with people from all over the world. And I always saw myself as this like introspective person that feels drained by social interaction, and this job is showing me in real life that that's not true about me. So I'm learning something new about myself, and I feel like I can do more by having this full-time job, which is totally counterintuitive, but I am doing so much more with my business than I was doing before I had this job. So I'm working 40 hours a week on this job, and I'm still doing more for my business outside of those 40 hours than I was doing when I did not have the full-time job. This is a huge insight for me. My mind is calmer, which means I can do more. This is crazy because you would think that if your mind is like going, you're able to do more faster, but that's not true. I think when you're running on anxiety and you're running ahead, like a few steps ahead from the tasks you work on, you can't catch up with it, if that makes any sense. Now, enough about this job. At some point, I'm gonna do a vlog where I share more about the job itself and what I do, what it's like to work for Ali Abdaal, which is super epic and super amazing, but I'm gonna do a video about it in a little bit. So if you guys have any questions about that, please let me know and I can answer them in my next video. But now let's talk about this new set of habits that I created, which I think came from these two big drastic things that happened in my life, right? I accomplished something really big with my business, which was writing a book. I'm an author, which is super cool. And also I got this job, which surprisingly, I had no idea this was going to be a dream job, but it is an absolute dream job and how much it's energizing me. Okay, and one hilarious fun fact, I want to finish this video by sharing this because this was to me the sign that things have actually changed ever since I got this job, that I haven't played any phone games for this past 3 months. The other day I was feeling like, it would be nice to play a phone game while I before bed or something. So I downloaded that one game that I mentioned in the beginning that was super, super, super addicting to me. And I couldn't get into it. I could not get into it. It's so strange. I'm really trying to translate this feeling, but it's almost like I don't need to escape my life anymore through this game. So the game kind of like lost that sparkle. And yeah, to me, when I realized that, I understood that things are different. Things have actually changed. I am in a different stage of my life. I'm not a very religious person, but I do have my own spirituality. And I can tell you for a fact, I know I was really unmotivated and discouraged and tired, and I still believed things could change. And I knew things could change fast. I just knew it. And I was open for it. I have some really good manifestation practices that have got me to amazing places in life. And I've been to some dark moments, but I always get out of them. And this is a positive belief to have also. But if you're interested, also let me know. And I can do another video on how I feel like I manifest all of these changes. And how you can do too if you are feeling lost and if you're feeling like you need a big shift in your life. In summary, what I did at the time was ask for help to the spirits or whatever there is out there. I asked in my mind, things need to change. I'm kind of feeling no one's gonna watch this video, but I feel like I needed to put this out there, share my moment, share some of these learnings. Maybe not even share so much, but to document it to myself. Like this past 6 months, and especially the past 3 months, have been so drastic and so powerful to remind me of my ability to create the reality that I want, that I feel really empowered by this freshly acquired knowledge. And I wanted to put this on a video. And I hope to do more content like this moving forward. I know my channel is about art and I will continue talking about art, but I have some more stuff that I want to say. So this is what I wanted to tell you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you soon. Bye, friends.